All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope we're doing well today. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome indeed. Good afternoon. It's just gone afternoon here in the UK. I hope you're doing well wherever you're watching from. And welcome Philbert to the chat over on Twitch. Hope you're doing well, brother. Good to see you in the chat. Today we're going to be flying with Iberia Regional, or Air Nostrum as the operating airline. And we're going to be flying today a couple of sectors in Spain. Going to be taking off from the yet to be released Just Flight Palma that we have covered before on the channel, but I'll take any reason I can to fly out of Palma. And so we're going to be flying from Palma to Valencia, and then on to Bilbao, which both of which are relatively, I would say they're fairly lesser known sceneries in terms of product that is offered as a payware option. And I think they're pretty good, to be honest. I think they're pretty good. The developer themselves, I believe he's called, I forget the name now, actually. I forget the name, but their company name, I suppose, is called Beautiful Model of the World. And basically they are making various different sceneries around Europe at the moment, mainly. And you might actually know them for doing the Locker airfield scenery that was a freeware on flightsim.to. A few other sceneries are on flightsim.to as well. I think they've got a couple on there. They're pretty good. I mean, basically what you do is on their website, Beautiful Model World, I think it is, .ru. If you type !scenery in the chat on YouTube or Twitch, you can get a link to it. And basically it's just you pay a one-off membership fee, and it's €24, and you get access to all the airports that he's done, and he is constantly updating them and refreshing them. And since I signed up, he's actually released 2 more. And whilst maybe they're not quite as detailed as what a standalone payware might be, you're not really, I mean, you're paying just over the price of one airport for basically, like, I don't know, there's like 10 at least on the website, I think. And they're all really decent quality, and a lot of them are airports that aren't covered currently by other developers. So it's a really cool little package, actually, I think. And I think you guys will be impressed to see what we've got today. Valencia is one of the most recent airports that he's done. I think the most recent, in fact. And I was really impressed with it, to be honest. I mean, if you guys look at the thumbnail for the stream, you can probably see it is looking pretty nice. And then on to Bilbao, which is of equal quality, and we'll cover it once we get down on the ground. But nevertheless, without further ado, let's get going anyway, and have a look at what we've got today. Alexander, welcome to the chat from Pennsylvania. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Welcome. Asa, also welcome to the chat. Good to see you, buddy. I hope you're doing well today. I hope you enjoyed a bit of Popham yesterday. Really cool little scenery, that one. So let's start getting things on the go then. First of all, just turn this music down. I just realised it's still extremely loud. We are going to be flying on VATSIM today as well, guys. So if you want to join on VATSIM, feel free. I do have multiplayer on Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I only have it on live players. So if you are wanting to fly along and join the flight today, make sure before you load into the airport, click the button Live Players, and I basically just toggled that on to reduce the amount of name tags I'm seeing all over the place when we're flying about. So feel free to join if you want to join. It's North Europe server, but without further ado, let's start getting into this. All right, so we're here at Palma. Just Flight Palma, and it's looking pretty nice. I spawned in at this sort of Bravo concourse here, which is really cool looking one, and yeah, I just love this view out of here. It looks super cool. Very, very nice indeed. Anyway, let's start getting things started up. So I'll just make sure I'm connected to VATSIM. In fact, we are indeed. Okay, great stuff. So let's start getting things on the go then. So bring up my flight plan and we'll get our weight in the aircraft. So zero fuel weight for today is going to be 25792. Enter, and we'll probably need to do a bit of defueling here as well, so we'll get that done as well. So set payload in simulator, and we'll go ahead and jump back to the refueling panel after we turn the battery on, of course, and we'll just get this going whilst we are on with other things. That should do it. We need 3306, so we'll get a bit defueled there. You can see the fuel reducing out there, looking good. Okay, let's get the door open there as well as the cargo door. Let's get some power, and I think we should be good there with everything else. Okay, great stuff. That's all that done and good to go. Let's get that AC power connected, and we'll get the logo and nav lights on as well. All right, great stuff. So before I do anything else, we'll just get the rest of it sorted up. So we'll get the isolation valve to open if required. We'll get the emergency lights armed and the no smoking signs to on. We'll also turn on our standby compass lights, as well as the windshield heat to low, and we'll get the packs ready and the recirculation fan ready, and that should just about do it for now. Oh, I love a bit of pop-up. Yeah, Filbert, absolutely stunning scenery, isn't it? So nicely done. We'll get the IRSs to nav as well, and while we're down here, we'll just get a few of these buttons pressed and ready to rock. Okie dokie, great stuff. So let's get the ATIS tuned and see if we can pick that up. I think these buttons are still not working properly, are they? We can receive on COM2 though, so I'll just get the ATIS tuned on COM2 on 119er 250. Hopefully it comes through, otherwise I'll just click the button. There we go.
0 kilometers or more. To 2,500 feet. Temperature +26. Dew point +18. QNH1018. This was Palmet on the Lorca Airport 8 is Information Bravo.
Information Bravo. Let's just check the runway in use.
This is Palmet on the Lorca Airport 8 is Information Bravo. And time 1030. Departure runway 24 right, arrival runway 24 left.
24 right is what it was earlier on when I checked. Great stuff. Okay. Okay, fantastic stuff. So we'll just get our position initialized here in our CDU. There we go, and we'll go ahead and get our clearance in just a second. So we need to be on 1194 for the controller here. We've got controller online, which is very nice to see. There we go.
Ready to taxi.
Welcome to the chat, Daniel. Hope you're doing well. Mariner, what's going on, dude? Hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you. Good to see you. Which airplane is my favourite? That's a good question, Alexander. Very good question indeed. I'm not sure, to be honest. If I had to choose a modern aircraft that's currently available in the sim, I would go for the A320, I think. And then if I had to choose a favourite that is a little bit older, I would go for the DC-6. And if I had to choose something small, I would say the Piper Arrow. The Piper Warrior 2, in fact. The Just Flight Piper Warrior. Okay, so let's get our clearance. I'm not sure if someone just spoke or not. I'll just give it 1 second. Let me know, guys, if the ATC is loud enough so that you guys can hear it. I obviously want you guys to hear that. Oh, one thing I forgot to do is I'll just log in on my Navigraph charts real quick. Have to do this every time. Hopefully this will change at some point in the future. There we go. Log me in. Dan, welcome to the chat on Twitch. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Good to see you. Manacle, welcome to the chat over on YouTube. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Why is this not loading up? Hello? There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so we'll go flights, new flight, and we'll just bring it in from SimBrief. So we're expecting... It's a very short flight, this one, by the way, guys, so it should be nice and rapid fire for this first one. 2-4 left, and we're expecting the EPAM 2 Alpha. 2 Alpha, 2-4 left. And we're also expecting initial climb clearance here of 4,000. Unless he gives us something different. All right. Let me just check as well the actual call sign for this controller. So just go onto the star and have a look, because this is actually the approach controller that we're speaking to here. Oh, does it not have the frequency on here? Hello? Interesting. But it's just called Palmer Approach. Okay. Palmer Approach, very good afternoon. Nostrum 8400, stand 34, CRJ 7. We have Bravo, QNH 1018, request IFR clearance to Valencia.
Nostrum 8400, very good evening. Flight plan approved to destination Valencia. Runway 06 right. EPAMA to Bravo, departure is walk 6250.
Clear to Valencia as filed. Runway 06 right. EPAMA to Bravo departure. Squawk 6250.
Nostrum 8400, read back is correct.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so we've actually got a different departure and a different run and a different sorry, I'll just turn that down. We've got a different departure and a different runway that we're using there. So we'll just get that all set up. Good thing we got our clearance before we put anything in the box. I'll just get my squawk set real quick before I forget to do that. 6250 set. ATC is pretty quiet. I'll turn that up then. Let's get it turned up a touch there. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. What's the route? The route is... I will paste the route in. However, he's just given me a different runway. So I'll just amend that. So... He's given me 06 right and EPAMA to Bravo departure. So I'll paste that in the chat for everyone. If you want to join. That is the route. Let's get that plugged in real quick. So I'm just going to move this speed brake out of the way. We're going to go for LEPA to LEBC. Alternate is Barcelona. Originating runway is 06 right. And the flight number is Air Nostrum, which is ANE8400. And that is the flight plan page complete. So let's execute. And we'll go ahead and stick in our departure straight away. So we're looking for the Palma to Bravo. 06 right. And that is all correct. We'll go back to the flight plan page. We'll click next page and we'll start plugging in our routes. Very short routes. Palma, our first fix, and then we're going to go Alpha 33 airway to Argor, which is the final waypoint, like so. And then we're going to put in our arrival into Valencia, which is runway 12. Oh, we've got some VOR approaches. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I fancy doing something a little bit different today, so let's maybe give that a try. So let's have a quick look here on the charts list. I'm just going to expand this. Hopefully you guys can still see it okay. There we go. Great stuff. Okay, so we'll look at our approaches. We've got runway 12. So we've got an ILS, we've got a localizer approach, we've got an LPV approach, an RMP, which the CRJ cannot do, so we're not going to do that one. And we'll go for potentially a VOR. I think this might be quite interesting. This is quite a long, quite a long final approach for a VOR approach. They're usually a bit shorter than that. That's quite cool, though. That's quite cool. I think we'll go for this one. I like it. 3.49 degrees. Let's see what the ILS is. That's 3 degrees. Oh, yes. Love a good spicy 3.49 degrees. Okay, let's do that one. I'll pin that one up. We're going to select our arrival. So our departure is actually to Bravo, so we'll select that as well.
Thank you very much.
I wish there was a quick way to get to the... Oh, there we go. That's
I will disconnect. Monitor Unicorn 122 decimal 8. Enjoy your flyby.
Thank you, 1228 for Air Nostrum 8400. Thanks, have a good day.
6 Kilo Mike, I will disconnect. Monitor Unicorn 122 decimal 8. Welcome to Palma.
Ah, that's a shame. The ATC's gone offline, so never mind. Oh well, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, cool. So we've got all our charts as required. Initial clearance for the Palma 3 Bravo, 2 Bravo even, is maintain flight level 100. Great stuff. Okay, so we'll get that stuck in. We'll go for the VORDME 12, and our arrival is the Argor 3 Delta arrival, even. And I think we want a CLS transition, if I remember correctly. No, we don't. We want... Maybe we do. We'll go for Opera. CLS is, I guess, a VOR off the page. Let's see where it actually is. Our CLS is just further up. It's on the same track, more or less. We'll go into Opera, though. That's fine. No worries at all. And then we'll just select this approach here. VORDME runway 12. Let's see what the Opera one looks like. Okay. Oh, that's interesting, actually, isn't it? Because our arrival takes us in straight into this VOR right here. Okay. That's not ideal, really, is it? I think the Argor 3 Juliet would probably be better then, wouldn't it? Not the Argor 3 Delta. That takes us right around to Opera, and that would work so much better. Let's do that one. So we'll go for Argor 3 Juliet. Hello? Can I deselect? I don't want to cancel because that's going to remove everything I've put in so far, I think. Yes, it did. Right, we'll plug it all back in then. That's a bit annoying, but I knew it would do that, but for some reason I still clicked it. Alpha 33 Go Approach Vor DME 12 Opera Argor 3 Juliet. So we'll go with that one. Right, cool. That's everything put in. Great stuff. So let's just make sure everything looks good there on the MFD. So I'll stick that over into plan modes. And I'm just going to reduce this down once again. So next waypoint, sorry, it'd help if I brought up the right chart, wouldn't it? So we're going to take a left turn. It's quite a tight sort of pattern coming out of Palma. So we're going to depart runway heading, take a left turn at 8 miles from the Joa VOR, and then we're going to take a left turn out to Petam, and then a left turn from this waypoint out to Palma. Minimum flight level is 100 to Palma. Okie dokie. So the Joa VOR will be good to tune. 1177. So we're going to use that not only for, well, we'll use it for DME. We'll click DME hold, so we've got the DME there. And then we'll just have it as a backup. Not that we'll need it, but nevertheless. All good. It actually has a Palma 2 Bravo intercepts Polenta VOR as well. Radial 256 to a Palma. So we'll get that one stuck in as well. So that's going to be the Polenta VOR on 1164. So we'll tune that in on this side. 1164 is in. And we'll get our bearing up as well. Bearing 2. So VOR 2, that's going to point towards the Polenta VOR. Okay, great stuff. So that all looks good for the departure. So next, and then out to a Palma, onto our en route, and then into our arrival. Looks like we've got a discontinuity there. Let's just clear that out. So we've got 2 Argors. Let's take this one and stick it on that one and execute. So Argor and then arc 18. So we've got that DME arc. Argor straight line, and then we've got a DME arc of 18 miles out from the Valencia VOR, and then a left turn on to final to Opera. And then down onto the VOR approach, which has the funniest looking missed approach line I've ever seen. Okay, great. So that's all tuned in and looking good. So we'll close that off, and we'll carry on with our setup here. So Perf Initialization, we'll just check that we've got the fuel on correctly. Now we do. 3310 is what we wanted. So let's just turn this off and we'll come back here. Init fuel from aircraft, and that is all good. We'll copy perf init data to FMS and we'll set our speed bugs. I'm also going to set our trim before I forget. 7.2 is set, and we've got our perf data here. We're going to go for flight level 230 for this flight. Quite high, so that should be interesting. Our alternate flight level is going to be flight level 280 as well for going to Barcelona. Zero fuel weight here, for some reason, doesn't match what I've got on here. No, it does. 25792. Oh, it does. Okay. I'm not woken up today, guys. We'll stick in our cruise wind as well. So top of climb is going to be a wind component of minus 40. So we've got quite a bit of a headwind there, guys, today. So minus 40, we'll stick in there. Oh, actually, that doesn't work, does it? So you got to do 40H, is it? No? Excuse me. I am just choking on my coffee. I've totally forgotten how to put the cruise wind in here. Oh, I'm stupid. You just put in M40, right? There we go. That's what we wanted. ISO deviation is 11. Execute that. And next page. I'm not going to fill this out. That's fine. We'll put in 200 kilos of taxi fuel. Look at that. It's still grabbing the speed brake lever even when it's moved over like that. That's interesting. All right, VNAV setup cruise, transition altitude is 6,000 feet, and flight level 230. Okay, great stuff. So that's everything done now in the in the FMS. So let's get everything set up as it should be here. So, right, there we go. Okay, 40 miles is good. QNH is 1018, so we'll get that set as well. I'm just going to hit B on the keyboard to make sure that's correct. It is indeed. I love it when the sim actually matches the correct QNH. So that's good. Mark, thank you very much for the 100 stars on Facebook. Much appreciated, dude. That's very kind of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dylan, welcome to the chat. welcome, welcome, welcome. Manacle, yeah, I'm hanging in there, dude. I'm hanging in there. Okay, right. So we're pretty much there. Let's get the final few things set up in the cockpit here. So, coming down to the center pedestal here, we can now engage the yaw damper as we've now got the IRS aligned. And we can also, well, that's everything really we need to do down there. Going up ahead, we can go ahead now and, I mean, there's a few tests that we could have ran there, but I'm going to move forward without them for today. Going to turn the boost pumps on. We'll get the hydraulics to auto and on. Seatbelts can come on as well. And we are just about good to go. Tell you what, I did want to try today actually, as I wanted to try self-loading cargo to see if that would work. So I might just give that a shot today. Let's try it. See what happens. Okay. Self-loading cargo. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, now it's crashed. Oh god. This thing really needs an update. It's ridiculous. It's so, yeah, not good. Well, I tell a lie, it is good, but it just doesn't work half the time. It's so strange. Okay, let's try that again. Self-loading cargo. Great stuff. Okay. Actually, is it really bad with the CRJ? I can't remember. We'll just try it. We don't have an Air Nostrum, so we'll just go with the default. Okay, start flight. We've got 60 passengers on board. We'll go ready for boarding. We'll get the seatbelt signs on and the doors open. Oh. Oh. Okay, yeah, this is a problem. Maybe we have to go in here and get the... maybe we have to get some stairs? Jetway?
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and crew, welcome aboard.
Okay, that doesn't work at all. Let's just close that one.
Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
Alright. Cool. So, let's get the APU fired up. There we go. Great stuff. We've got APU start, APU shut valve open. Looking good. Taking note, the parking brake is on. We're going to go ahead and close the doors, close the cargo doors. APU is fired up. Let's just check the electronics page, make sure everything is on. Okay, APU generator is supplying the power. We can go ahead and disconnect the ground power car and remove the chocks. Okay. Looking good. Beautiful. Very gloomy day here in Palma. Alright, so originating checks, crew, oxygen and mass. We didn't actually check that, but we can give it a quick... There we go, that's working fine. And one, and... That one works, let's just say it works. And the oxygen is 1840 psi, so looking good there. Audio 1 on panel is checked, electrical power panel is checked, FireX monitor test is complete, external lights are checked. What is going on out here? What is this guy doing? Right. Let's close the passenger door.
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf
Fuel panel is checked, bleed air panel is checked, APU panel is on, start panel is checked, hydraulics are checked, auto and on, ELT is armed. Cabin pressure panel is checked, air conditioning panel is checked, anti-ice panel is checked, windshield heat is low, emergency lights are armed, standby compass checked, nose wheel steering is off, clocks are set. Looking good. Tell you what I never use in this aircraft is this. So I'm going to try and remember to use that today. Does the elapsed time, does that just start when you are... It won't let me go back to... oh, you just press that, don't you? Let's just see if that starts when you start moving. I'm not sure if you have to... What is this guy doing? This this thing. Hey, good afternoon, Dave from Ibiza. Welcome, dude. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're having a nice time in Ibiza, man. Sounds very, very nice indeed. Much warmer than here, I imagine. Okay, so instrument panels are checked. Upper pedestal checked. Thrust lever quadrant is checked. Avionics checked. Trims are checked. Your damper is engaged. Source select panel is normal. Okay, before start checklist, passenger signs are on. Landing elevation is excuse me, is set. Altimeters are set. QNH 1018. FMS is checked and set. IRS is aligned. Nav. Radios and nav aids are set. Takeoff briefing is complete. And cleared to start checklist. EPU is on. Electrics are checked. Takeoff data is set. Doors are closed and locked. Beacon light we can now turn on. And we can also... fuel pumps and quantity are on. Fuel pumps and quantity is 3.3 tons. Hydraulic pumps are auto and on. Parking brake is on. Let's get pushback. I feel like the tug never spawns in anymore. It's weird. It says also calls tug when available, but it just won't appear. Anyway, let's go. Okie dokie. So let's go for the right engine start initially. Right engine starts. Enter his building. Now, where are we going to go from here? Start the fuel flow. Hello? Tell you what, I'm just going to go for a straight push here. I can't bother messing about with the old turning it around. Yeah, my thrust levers, my shortcuts for my that I made for the CRJ don't seem to be working anymore. Let's see.
During an emergency, please remain in your seats with your seatbelts fastened and your seats in the upright position. In case of a drop in cabin pressure, breathing masks will drop from the ceiling.
Oh, I tell you why. I think I turned off the virtual buttons on my throttle. I did. There we go. Okay, cool. So we've got one good engine start. It's all stabilized. Let's go for engine start on the left engine.
We would also like to remind you that you should turn off all electronic devices. We thank you for paying attention during this brief presentation.
Alright, let's get things underway here. Gonna arm the nose wheel steering now that we've pushed back and the tug's disconnected. We can put our transponder to 1. We'll also tune Unicom. I cannot read that. 1228. Let's start the fuel flow on the left engine there. Excuse me. Great stuff. Okay, and then now seeing as though we don't have any controllers on here, what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to in the autopilot panel, I'm just going to set my altitude to 230. That should do it, and then we'll turn the flight directors on. Alright, great stuff. So we've got 2 good engine starts there. We've got flight spoiler deploy for whatever reason. Oh, it's because I left the lever up. My bad. What I'll also do is I'll just change the controls here because I've still got my controller profile on for the Piper, I believe. So CRJ, and then we'll go here, and I'm just going to change the sensitivity for what I like for the CRJ, something around 40, I think, generally works quite well. If I remember correctly. There we go. Okay, great stuff. So let's get flaps 8 set. Flaps 8 coming out. And we'll get the reversers to armed. Alright, we are looking good. TCAS can go to above only. And we'll go ahead and just turn the weather radar on. Not that it works, but that'll do. Alright, great stuff. So after start checklist, generators are auto. Electrics, we haven't actually checked those. We'll have a look now. So we've got both the generators there supplying the 2 AC buses. We can actually go ahead and turn the APU off as well before I forget. We'll go ahead and turn the taxi light on now as well as the probes. Alright, bleed valves are auto, packs are on, APU is off, anti-ice is off, nose wheel steering is armed. After start checklist complete, we'll do a flight controls check as well whilst we're here. So full left, full right and neutral, full up, full down and neutral. Just get my rudder pedals. Full left and full right and back to neutral. Great stuff. Trim is set 7.2 green. Flaps are set to 8. Trims are green and checked like I just said. Thrust reversers are armed. Flight instruments are checked. Brake temperature is checked. Let's go. Parking brake is released. You park next to me. Yeah, Microsoft Flight Simulator multiplayer is always a bit funky, isn't it? Make sure you... I'm only on live players as well. So if you've not put live players on, which means that you need to have live weather and time, then I won't show up for you. Okay, so we're taxiing out to runway 06 right. So just to review the taxi procedure, we are here at on Victor. We're taxiing down Victor. We're going to take a right turn onto Lima. Sorry, we're gonna go Golf, Lima Juliet, Lima Kilo, and then Lima Mike down here, and then just take a left turn onto the runway there. So we've got a right turn, another right turn, and then a final left turn at the end just by the GA ramp. Then our departure, we're going to fly runway heading 061. Let's just verify that. It's actually 058 for 06 right. So we'll fly 058 and then we shall take a left turn at 8 miles from Joa VOR. Max 210 knots on the turn. And then out to Petam, and then another right turn, and then a left out to Apama. Intercepting the 256 radial from the Polenta VOR at 82 miles from the VOR. We should intercept at Apama. All right. Let's go. Oh, you are using live weather. Yeah. Well, I blame Microsoft Flight Simulator in that case. It's a bit funky. Look at this display. What is going on with that? Palma traffic, Air Nostrum 8400. Taxi to 06 right. Palma to Bravo departure towards the west. Alright, this nose wheel tiller, feels super sensitive.
Palma traffic, Iberia 1808, short final 06 left, Palma traffic.
Let's turn the sensitivity down on it a bit, there we go. Maybe that's a bit better. That's actually non-existent now. What? Did I just close that by accident? I think I did. Oops. That's a bit better. Still quite sensitive, but it'll do. But yeah, Ace, I'm not sure what's going on there, to be honest with you. Microsoft Flight Simulator can be a bit funny when it comes to multiplayer people showing up. So I'm not sure, honestly, what to suggest there, I'm afraid. This ET doesn't seem to want to show up there for some reason. Or is that, does that just not work? I thought maybe it's on takeoff only. Oh!
We'll be pushing back, facing south on taxiway Tango 1.
That's what you get for not looking forwards while you're taxiing. I really need to fix the quick views in this aircraft. They're far too zoomed in. Like, look at that. There's no need. I like to see a bit of window frame on my quick views. That one's just, I'm not even sure what that one's trying to achieve. That one's okay. That one doesn't really show you anything. Okay, so 059 we want set on the heading as well. There we go. So we're just basically going to follow this taxiway down to the end and take a left on to onto the runway.
American traffic runway 9 to Whiskey Tower, pushing back and 72.
Palmer traffic at holding point Hotel 6. Are you joining as well, Manical? Let's see where you are. Hotel 6. Hotel 6, right there. Beautiful. So I should see you. Oh, maybe not. Oh, beautiful. You are joining. Amazing, dude. Amazing. Love to see it. Okay, then. So we're taking a left here. No, it's the next one. Okay, so we've got takeoff config okay. What we can also do is just box those white messages. PM Pilot, good afternoon. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. No 742 for me. You mean for X-Plane? Not just yet.
Iberia 1808, taxiing link.
I am seriously considering getting it, to be honest, but yeah, I'm kind of just holding out for the 737 announcement for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I'm just sort of biding my time a little bit. I would love to get it, but I can only spend, you know, so much on add-ons. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, if there's a lot of people on the channel that want to see that aircraft, I mean, I would happily get it for those purposes. But yeah, with it being X-Plane, I'm a little bit more hesitant to buy add-ons for that at the moment, because obviously X-Plane 12 is sort of around the corner, and I think that it's a bit unsure as to whether or not add-ons are going to work with that or not. I don't know what the situation is with that at the moment. So, all right, so the parking brake is set. Let's just do a before start checklist. Palmer traffic, Air Nostrum 8400, Hotel 6, holding short 06 right, Air Nostrum 8044, Palmer traffic. Okay, so lights and strobes, we'll set those as we enter the runway. Fuel cross-flow, we can set that to manual now, and flight attendants are advised. Transponder and TCAS, we can set that now. Radar is already on, and CAS is checked and clear.
Calling on what departure will you be after departure?
Air Nostrum 8400 flying the Palma 2 Bravo departure towards Valencia, Air Nostrum 8044.
Roger, thank you very much. I just want to make sure that we have the separation after departure on the right at 49 and 6 Tango.
Okay, great stuff. Looking out for that separation, love to see it. Transponder and TCAS, sorry, we already set that, so we're fine on that front, and we're pretty much good to go. Unfortunately, I can't see you, Manacle. I'm not sure where you are exactly, but I might just have to set off. There's a lot going on now in releases. Yeah, it certainly is PM Pilot. Yeah, it's very interesting time, certainly. I mean, we've got obviously the Flight Sim Expo next weekend. So I'm interested to see what X-Play announce then. So I'm probably just going to hold off buying any add-ons until then, really. You know, if X-Plane 12 is going to be sort of, you know, mega, it's living up to, well, if it's presenting a good competition for Microsoft Flight Simulator.
We're now holding short runway 06 right at Sierra 3. Which sequence could we be? Will I go first, or you will go first? The aircraft holding short 06 right.
Sure, you go first, no worries at all. I'll be a couple of minutes here for Air Nostrum 8400.
Roger, thank you very much. We're in a 496 Tango, Palmer traffic. We are lining up runway 06 right at 03 for departure. After departure, we are on the Meadow 6.
I can't see this guy, I'm not sure where he is.